Brakes really well. Suspension's a little stiff through these bumpy sections, but really hugs the corners very well. Woo! Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful day. So we're here at West Valley Cycle Sales on yet another test ride. That is one killer looking bike. Let's go ahead and start this baby up. Adjust the mirrors. All right. So this is new for 2022. Now, for the rest of the world, the S1000R is a 2021. The model year for the US is a 2022, but it's essentially the same. Off the bat with the ergonomics, it puts you in an upright riding position that's slightly aggressive compared to the sport touring cousins that I've been testing out recently. So this motorcycle is equipped with a very powerful inline 4 engine derived from the S1000R. This engine is slightly detuned from the S1000R's platform to offer a little bit more low to mid-range torque. Now, going through lower gears during commuting gives you a substantial amount of torque to play with. Very easy to manage while street riding. Now, I think that has to do with it being 15 pounds lighter than its predecessor. I can certainly feel that BMW has engineered such a capable machine. Now I do feel a little bit of heat being dissipated from the engine over here on my ankles. Now this specific motorcycle I'm on right now is equipped with the DDC, which is the dynamic damping control. So now what that does is the system micro adjusts your suspension based on your road conditions. It's incredible how far motorcycle tech has come. Right now I'm on the dynamic setting for the electronically adjustable suspension as well as the riding mode. It feels extremely light and very easy to maneuver. This is also rocking that 4-piston radially mounted Brembo brakes up in the front, which really you can't go wrong with. Suspension's a little bit on the stiff side because we are in dynamic mode. So far this engine feels very, very smooth on the low end of the power band. I don't feel any jerkiness with my inputs, which is a really good thing for me, especially coming from this 1000cc engine here. This also comes with the typical 3 modes that you would get, which is rain, road, and dynamic, and an additional option for the Dynamic Pro. Really love how this engine sounds. It's music to my ears. This engine is still in braking mode, so I'm gonna tame it down a little bit. But it feels like it's really screaming for you to crank that throttle. I also expected no less with its ability to corner. It dips in really well and extremely confidence-inspiring. And again, suspension's a bit on the firmer side because we are in dynamic mode. Oh, there's a coyote. This is really where this S1000R wants to live. If you got some back roads or canyons in your backyard, this is its optimal playground. Really, really smooth when it's cornering. Wow. So the saddle feels pretty decent. I could probably go on for a few hours in the saddle, but anything beyond 4 hours, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Leg position, it's a little bit more aggressive, putting you in that sport stance. 4th gear, 47 miles an hour. There's a little bit of vibration on the foot pegs and a twinge of vibration in the handlebars. Brakes really well. Suspension's a little stiff through these bumpy sections, but really hugs the corners very well. Yeah, this is really where this S1000R wants to live. I did notice, however, in the lower to mid-range power band, it gets a little bit laggy, almost like a turbo lag, if you will. Feels pretty good with your knees being secured on the tank. Very, very responsive when turning in. Got a cyclist here. Love the way the front suspension feels throughout the corner. It's set up very, very nicely. Oh man, that was awesome. All right, let's have a look at this beautiful machine here. Alright, back to West Valley Cycles. See how this does descending. You know, with all the electronics on these modern bikes, it really helps you stay on your line here. It's just amazing. Tips in very, very well. Really, really, really smooth. So the suspension isn't as jarring as I expected it to be. It's just a really nice balanced bike. Power delivery on the mid-range, there's a noticeable lag, but given this engine's character derived from the S1000R, it likes to live up in the high RPM range. Has no problems with these sort of switchbacks on a descent. Alright, so my final thoughts and conclusions about how this bike feels, because really that's what I'm looking for. So who's this bike for? It's for someone who wants to take something lively on their commute to work and also rip it in the track right afterwards. The cornering capability through your local mountain roads is excellent due to that electronic suspension adjustability. Now personally, I would like a little bit more mid-range grunt. Going through technical canyons at lower speeds. This engine also demands respect given that it comes from the S1000R platform. I felt no jerkiness whatsoever with my throttle input, so it's relatively smooth. The brakes felt incredible, which is sort of what I expected out of this bike. I'll end the vlog here, guys. Thanks for riding with me on this all-new S1000R. Big shout out to West Valley Cycles for allowing me to test ride this beautiful machine. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one. Keep those side stands up. Peace!